Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to Farmers Dynasty 2. Farmers Dynasty 2 has released a demo version, a free demo version on Steam, and we can dive into this second iteration of the game Farmers Dynasty. Maybe you know the first Farmers Dynasty. I played it quite a lot on my German channel, and I really like the idea to be able to do farming and to talk to people and to repair the house. I didn't like so much how they did it, but the idea is more or less my favorite gaming idea that I would really love to play. Yeah, let's see what Farmers Dynasty 2 brings to us. And we start a new game. I already tried it. Okay, here they say, yes, I want to play a new game. Okay. So, and here this cover art is really promising, but I'm not sure whether the game itself will keep this promise. So, okay. Now it's night. Don't worry, I'm still here. The game might just take a while. Okay, now, welcome to the demo of Farmers Dynasty 2. This is an early version of the introduction. There will be a short... Okay, it's already gone. Your new farm looks rather run down. Talk to the lady over there, she might tell you more. Okay, that's what I will do. This.
Hello, you're the new owner, I presume.
I am indeed. And who might you be?
I am Molly. I live here nearby. Me and my grandfather used to know previous farm owners well, so he asked me to show you around.
Nice to meet you, Molly. But I've been told the farm would be in good condition, while this...
It's in excellent condition, considering the circumstances. After the war and economic crisis, most folks left the valley, and many farms are in even worse shape.
I see. So, could you show me the place?
Sure, that's why I'm here. Follow me.
Okay, I am the guy with the deep voice, obviously, and now I follow Molly.
You can see the garage on the left and greenhouse on the right. Both require some repairs, but should serve you well when fixed.
She must have pain in her whole body, considering how she walks.
With a little work, this cowshed can be a proper home for your animals. They will need one to survive the winter.
Yes, and look at this. Such a lot of work. Okay,
the barn will require some serious work, especially that roof. You can use scaffolding to climb up there.
Okay, now I should pick up some scaffolding. And I should go over there, maybe here behind. Yes, here it is. And now I can place it. Maybe over there. Come on, come on. Where is the green? We had some nice... here, okay. Here it is. And do we have stairs? No. So we need some with a stair. Okay, here. Here we are. Good, I think this is already done. And now I need use my scroll wheel to put the scaffolding away. Okay, now. Maybe I should go up. Yeah. Okay. Ah, yeah, I can enjoy the view.
How's the view up there? All right, let's move on.
Okay, okay, I come down.
The house may be in a rough shape, but it will be cozy and comfy once properly repaired.
Yeah, I could rather build a new one, except for this chimney. This looks rather nice. A
Pretty
chicken
soon,
coop?
some neighbors might want to sell you their hens. So if you want your own source of meat and eggs, you should fix your hen house.
That's all fine and dandy, but where am I supposed to live if the house is an old ruin?
If you follow this path into the forest, you'll find a small wooden house. You can stay there while you fix the farm. Come with me, I'll show you.
Okay. Yeah, she definitely needs a doctor for her body. A bone doctor or something like that. And a lot of massages.
Here we are. You can live here until you renovate the big house. You just have to fix the door. There should be some old planks lying around.
What about cooking?
You will have to chop wood for the fire. You shouldn't have trouble finding it, since this whole forest is yours now. You can even sell some if you chop too much. There's also a greenhouse here. It's not as big as the one on the farm, but it's in much better condition.
Oh,
I see you are a skilled craftsman and have a trained eye. Use this skill to analyze your surroundings.
okay. With the right mouse button, I can see some details. Okay. Yeah, and now I should go there and pick up the repair materials, and now I can repair the door. That doesn't look like I have only to repair the door. It looks terrible, but better than the main house. So,
Looks solid. Good job. How about cutting a tree down now?
okay, okay. So here I have to pick up the axe. And this tree over there, good. Okay. Now, here I can chop off branches, and I think I have to chop off more. And I find it difficult to get this information spot, so to come to the right position to do something. Here it was again. And now I can chop off the log. Here. And here again, chop log to firewood. And I must admit, when I made my German video about this demo version, I couldn't find the sweet spots where to cut, so I cut down the branches, and then I couldn't find to do anything more with this log, and therefore I couldn't get the firewood, and the whole demo stopped for me at this place. But now I watched a video of a different YouTuber, and I could see, okay, somewhere you have to find the sweet spots here again, but only in a very certain angle and very small places you find this information and the possibility that you can chop off the log, for example. and so on and so forth. So now we can go a little bit further. So
You handle that axe really well, almost like you've done this before. Here, this is for you. I'm sure you can put these to good use. You will need your strength after all.
okay, use pot tomatoes and firewood. Fresh food, tasty but little nutritional value. Why should I cook the tomato? I can just eat it. Oh, and I need a pot. I need a pot. Let's go here. There is a pot. Can I take it? No. And this information texts always disappear very fast. But I can add firewood. Good. And then I can light the fireplace. And now tomato puree needed 1. What is there? I think this will be about the door. Pick up old repair materials. No, I don't want to repair now. And here, if I jump to this, can I get the pot? No, I can't, but she gave me tomatoes, I think. So, somehow stuck again. I can add firewood, but I think that is not what I will need. And young lady. Okay, so I stay hungry and I go and repair the barn. So this is the second point where I can't fulfill the tasks of the demo. And okay, sometimes this happens to me, that with a new game I'm not acquainted enough to fulfill the basic tasks. But somehow I think something like that shouldn't happen in a demo version. So now I go up to the roof. Like that, and I try to repair with my nail gun. Okay, yes, and then okay, this is working. You used all your repair materials. Okay, so good. Let's have another view. And then, as we can't go any further in this demo version, I take some time to talk to you about what I think about this demo version. I don't know whether the game will be like that, so I can only tell you my opinion on this demo version. And let's start at the beginning. The idea of farming with house repairing and so something house flipper like, and talking to people, making contact with the people that are living in the area, is, in my opinion, one of the best game ideas that I can imagine. I would love to play such a game maybe as my main game, as my favorite game. So with this game idea, the game concept, this could easily be my favorite game. I would love it more than Farming Simulator, or even as Medieval Dynasty, because somehow, yeah, Medieval Dynasty, in parts it is Stone Age like. You take a stone and a branch and then you get an axe, so it's very, very basic in the beginning. But I must admit, I like Medieval Dynasty much more than Farmers Dynasty 1. So now I speak about my experience with Farmers Dynasty 1, the old version of this game. And I like it much more because talking to the people is much better. The people are looking much better. Everything is looking much better. The movement with the mouse and keyboard is much smoother. So I prefer Medieval Dynasty a lot over Farmers Dynasty, even if the game idea of Farmers Dynasty is more to my liking. And I love Farming Simulator much, much more than Farmers Dynasty. I played it nearly 1,000 times as much. Maybe not, but nearly. And yeah, even if in Farming Simulator there is people are roaming around like zombies, you can't talk to them, and you can't beautify your houses, and so you can place new houses but don't work on them. So, but Farming Simulator is, I like it much, much more. But why? And I will tell you why. And when Farmers Dynasty 2 was announced, I hope, oh, this is awesome. So a new chance to make this game better. This game with this very nice game idea, to bring it to a new level, to make a nice and beautiful game out of it. And I was very excited about it. And now, when playing this demo, all my excitement is crumbled down to nothing, because I have the feeling they didn't improve anything of the things that were not good at Farmers Dynasty 1. So, now, what don't I like? Most of it, I must admit. First thing is the look. 10 years ago, the overall look would be okay. I would have said, okay, this looks very nice. But even when Farmers Dynasty 1 was new, the look was a little bit too old-fashioned, too ugly. So how the trees look, how the ground is looking, how everything is looking. So more or less everything, I don't like the look of it. And yeah, there are some, this tree is very nice somehow, but it still, cries out too old, so to say. And yeah, this tree 10 years ago would be marvelous. But right now I would say, yeah, you want to bring this out on console or not? And sorry, nothing against console players. This was more like you want to save performance also. It just looks like too old for a new and upcoming game. Yeah, this is one thing. The other thing is the grinding. So with grinding, I mean a tedious, boring work that is always the same. And I know there are some people out there that think grinding means something different. I just heard in a podcast a different opinion on the meaning of grinding, but when I say grinding, I mean tedious, boring things over and over and over and over. You have to click 1,000,000 times to reach some goals. And this is with this repair stuff of the house or of the farm. In Farmer's Dynasty, the first quarter of an hour of repairing was exciting, and then after this it got boring quite fast, I would say. And you had to click like 1,000,000 times to have your farm really nice. And this farm here looks like it is even more work. I don't know whether it will be more work, but it looks in much worse shape than the farm in the beginning of Farmer's Dynasty 1. So I fear, oh no, so much grinding. And if you know House Flipper, the houses look terrible in the beginning, and it's so much fun to clean it up in the beginning, and first to throw away all the rubbish, and then clean it, and then repair it, and so you make a wonderful house out of something very terrible, and it doesn't get boring at all, at least not for me. I love every step of this house flipper process, and here it's just only clicking, and yeah, and I get motion sickness from the way it works when you have to click over and over again. That is the second thing I don't like, and I fear, oh no, I won't. And maybe there are players who like to do this tedious work, to click 1,000,000 times to reach the goal, but I would love to have a choice, something like if in the settings, if you don't like to click 1,000,000 times, only 1,000 times, then click here, something like that. That the repair stuff is not so time consuming and boring. Good. Another thing is the movement with the mouse is like walking on eggs. And I'm sure you can set up the movement of the mouse, how these controls are working. But usually for me it's totally fine. When I start a game, the movement works okayish, and this feels like walking on eggs. Yeah, so that could be improved. And here you can see I'm really not someone who is eager for all over 4K textures, and we have the biggest textures in the game. No, I don't want big textures. I want a game to have textures that are so small that the performance is good. This is an important thing for me, and they should be good even when you play on a small gaming machine, on a small device, and like a console or an old PC. But this, look here, this is just terrible. And I have a rather beefy PC. So I'm sure with a better texturing technique, they could get a much crisper texture it would look much, much better than this. I really wonder, how can this happen? Yeah, maybe this is my something is broken or so, because it really looks like something is broken. And if this looks better for other players and it is something broken at my computer at the moment or whatsoever, then I apologize. But seeing this, I think, no, you can't make this in a 2024 game or 2025 game. No. So, something must be broken. When I do my work on my own game and something looks like that, then something is broken and I have to make some adjustments. But okay. So, one more thing, no, two more things. Yeah, but one more thing here. So you see the plants from far away, they look nice. And I like the big variety of the plants. And when you come closer and you know plants, they are photographs from real world plants. And you don't have only one of each plant type, but several images. This is good so far. But if you come closer, you see nearly all the plants, not these poppy, they are different, and here this chamomile is different. But most of the plants, they are like one piece of paper with this plant on top and transparency around, and they stand there like a billboard. Yeah, I think billboard is the right word. They are just two-dimensional, and they don't even turn. A billboard would turn with us, would always look in our direction. But they don't even do this. They don't have a billboard function. And yeah, I would be embarrassed to make such plans. Or is ashamed the better word? Yeah, I wouldn't be proud at all. The opposite. And the poppy looks okay. And the chamomile, maybe they bought it somewhere else. And the others, yes, it's good to take your own photographs and make plants of it. This is a very good idea, I think. But then go one step further and make it at least as a turning billboard or as a cross shape or something like that, which is still very basic, but like that. All the nice feeling when you are here, this looks nice. But when you come closer, you ask yourself, what is this? Okay, so the ground texture is quite okay-ish, but the overall result looks terrible. So okay, this is all in the area of it looks terrible, but so some more details. And now we go back to the young lady. And I like some redhead women, so nothing against it. And from afar she looks nice and friendly. Yeah, but already now, when she is waving to us, you see this animation, it is totally awkward. And it's the same animation then with Farmers Dynasty 1 and Lumberjack Dynasty. They have the same kind of people, the same shape of people, and the same animations. And I found it very clunky and terrible already then, and it spoiled my experience with this game. So I didn't enjoy this game really, because the people were really terrible, and the dialogues were terrible too, but the movement of the people, and I'm really not someone who seeks for perfection, not at all. And usually I'm quite happy with simple things in a game. But those movements, they were terrible already in Farmers Dynasty 1. And they have the same movements still. They didn't improve anything about this terrible movement. I wonder whether there was nobody who told them that their movements are very, very terrible. And when she is talking, it looks so creepy. She looks like a vampire, and this totally bleached teeth, they are not natural at all. And the movements of the mouth, she should better keep her mouth shut when talking, because the movements of her mouth are not synchronized with what she is saying. And so maybe we can, and even the clothes, look, her top, it's a nice flower, yes, and the idea of the top is okay, but how it is done, no, not for a modern game, not for a professional game developer studio who is making their third game, or at least. And it's not okay, absolutely not. And not to speak about the hair. Hair is very difficult, but yeah, they didn't improve anything. And here, look at this. I don't know what it is. This stump looks like 100 meters away it would be okay, but not like that. And yeah, the bark of the trees is quite okay, at least from far away. Look, yeah, so I think this is a real life photograph. But they don't get me only with the bark of the trees. And what is this? This tree is flying. But why not? Okay, that some bugs in a demo version wouldn't bother me. For that would be totally okay for me. So I said a lot of negative things, as you heard, and I still would love it to be a nice game. I would love to play this game, and I would love to love this game. And therefore, I would say to the developers, sit down carefully and go through all this, your game, and read the critic. I'm sure other people will say similar things than me, because that is not something that only I see, but others will see it as well and will complain about it. And then sit down and take your time. It's not a game that can be published, released this year, because I would say at least half of the game should be done completely new. And yeah, maybe you can sell some copies in this state or in the state that you think in half a year this game will get. But if you sit down and make it really nice and new, and you can look how the people from Medieval Dynasty did it. They have the same publisher, but they are two different development studios. And Medieval Dynasty, it's not hyper-realistic and perfect, not at all. But it's nice, you feel good. When you run through this landscape, you get a good feeling. And when you talk to the people, it's nice. They not all look the same, but they only have 4 or 5 types of people. They look rather similar, but somehow you can look at them and it feels okay. And this is not the case with this. So, and I guess they use different game engines. Medieval Dynasty is in Unreal Engine 4, as I know, and I think Farmers Dynasty is Unity. But that shouldn't be the problem. I'm sure you can make a nice game in Unity too. And also the animations. If they don't have someone that is able to make animations that you can live with, then buy them or download them. There are a lot of free animations, millions of free animations out there. So you don't need someone who is a perfectly animation guy. For me, it's the same. I couldn't do really nice animations. I have to buy them or get them somewhere. But look at what you did here and make it better. You can do it if you really want. And yeah, then I will be the first one to praise this game and to play it over and over again. But like that? No, sorry, not to my liking, like that. But I'm still open, and I really, really hope that, yeah, the developers see, critique, and hear to it and say, okay, we sit down and take more time to develop it and make it better. I really, really hope it. Okay, now you, my watchers and listeners, my dears, what do you think about this game, the game idea, how this demo version is done? Yeah, tell me your opinion in the comments below. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.